Hi, this is Champlet 2 on the PlayStation Network. This video is just a simple walkthrough of the inside of the aircraft hangars from the Smuggler's Run DLC in GTA Online. The inside of all the hangars are exactly the same, except that you have options that you can purchase for flooring designs, lighting, the decor of your office and of your personal quarters, your living quarters. But other than that, structurally, they're all exactly the same. They're the same size, they're the same basic layout as what you see here. And when I started this is the day of the DLC that I recorded this video. I haven't yet purchased any of the new aircraft that came out with this DLC, so I just loaded it up with all of the Pegasus vehicles that I already had to give you an idea of what it would look like when it's closer to full. First, I'm going to take you back here to the back of the hangar where the personal vehicle management screen is, so you can see how to move your aircraft around inside the hangar. Just like you do in the garage, you hit the right arrow. You can choose from either the floor or storage, and we'll get into storage in just a moment. But you can see here on the floor that we have medium and small aircraft that I currently have laid out here on the floor. And there are different placement positions for these. You can see here it's showing me there's 10 different small slots. And you can see as I move through them, it shows you the little circle where each of those slots would be. So there I'm swapping two small aircraft. Now see there, when I selected a small slot in the back, it grayed out the two medium vehicles that were on either side of it. And when it grays it out like that, it means the ones that are grayed out will be moved to storage and they'll no longer be visible on the floor. Now that doesn't mean that they're not in your hangar anymore, it just means you can't see them displayed on the floor. So you'd have to go to an extra step to call them out of storage to get into them and leave. But you can see I'm just sort of moving some small vehicles around to get them where I like them. I want my buzzard up front because I use it a lot. Next I'm going to show you if I select a medium vehicle like the Hydra, there are only 5 slots for a medium vehicle. 2 in the back, 2 in the middle, and 1 in the front. And you can see when I start to move it, if it grays out any of the other aircraft, they would be moved to storage if I put it there. So now if I select the storage option, I had 2 vehicles, a medium and a large, and I could place them out here on the floor if I wanted to, but again, it would move another vehicle back to storage. Now here you can see the Titan is huge and there's only 2 places to put it. So if you're going to put a large vehicle in here on the floor, bear in mind it's going to put a whole bunch of your smaller vehicles in storage. That just means it takes an extra step to get them and they're not readily available or visible when you come into the hangar. Now we're going to walk around and look at some of the little, I guess you'd call them cubicles or storage units or rooms. I don't know what these are. That one just had a little bit of storage in it, nothing important. Some crates, some miscellaneous boxes. This is, I believe, the office and workshop that Charlie, your mechanic, uses. There's his workbench. Here's his desk. And some of his tools and a little lift. So I believe that's his office. And sadly, I thought this might be one of the new aircraft and maybe it came with the hangar for free, but no such luck. It's just something he's playing with at the moment. Charlie, that is. So I'm going to come over here to the other side. When you start doing some of the supply missions, this is where your merchandise will be stored on these racks. And now we're going to go upstairs to this first little level here. I'm going to take another look out around the hangar. So the entrance is there to the right, and there's the vehicle management back there on the left. And this is your office. This is the traditional style option for the furniture. There's your security cameras. And here's the computer. And much like the bunker, you have to register as either a VIP, a CEO, or an MC president to log into your computer and either source merchandise or sell it. Here you have an addition to your office with the, just some seating area and a nice TV and a rather nice looking table in this traditional design. I will be offering some videos, or at least another video with all the design options for the flooring, the office upgrade, the living quarters upgrade, the lighting, all the different design options. That'll be in a separate video. Here I tried to jump up on there and it wouldn't let me, but oh well. So I'm going to come back. Oh, wait a minute, forgot something important. Let's go back and look at the living quarters. They're right over here at the end where we started, over by the office. The office is right behind me there. And I was very pleased to find when I came in here that it actually is clean. Because when Ron takes you through that initial tour and tells you about the living quarters, it was a filthy mess with a bunch of stuff all over the floor. But thankfully, no, it doesn't look like that. There's your closet. Here's radio. Nice little room. And if you have the living quarters there, you can spawn to this location and get straight to work. And there's the office again. So we'll go back down to the main floor, and no, it would not let me jump over that rail. I kind of wished it would, but it won't. And you might see me running up to walls here and there trying to see if there's any doors I might be missing, because sometimes they're not really very obvious. For example, the front door that you exit is not at all obvious. It just looks like a big metal wall. Hi, Charlie.
Boss, and what you need's a plane that'll get you to NZ, but when it all goes quickly to crap over here, you want to increase capabilities. You need a weaponized aircraft from war stock.
I don't know why that audio from Charlie was so quiet there, but apparently he's just going through some supplies and stock and taking inventory. And this, I believe, is probably his living quarters. I don't think you could spawn to this location if you didn't have the living quarters. I could be wrong. I don't know, because I bought it with the living quarters, but this appears to be his place. And there's a little locker there. And I climbed up on that ladder, but you're just on top of that little cubicle. There's nothing much to see. So that's the little storage area he was in, and then his living quarters. And now I'm going to start heading up to, there's 2 levels of catwalks. We're going to go to the lower level first. And it is kind of important to get up here and explore these catwalks. I can't say I've covered every single solitary inch of them, but I did cover them somewhat, and I found 2 different weapons up here. So if it's a weapon you don't have, you can pick it up and get ammo for it, or if it's a weapon you do have and you need ammo, then walking over it should give you ammo. So this first one, forgive me, I'm not 100% certain. I believe that's the heavy sniper. Don't hold me to that. It might be just the sniper, but I think it's a heavy sniper. And I already had it and my ammo was full, so it didn't do anything when I walked over it. So now I'm going to go ahead and head up to the upper level of the catwalks. And it really is important to keep walking around up here. I know I only found those 2 weapons, but that's not to say I didn't miss something. And all of this will look different in the design options video based on whatever colors you chose and the lighting you chose for your aircraft hangar. This is the standard one again that came for free with the purchase of the hangar. So I'm going to come all the way back here to this back wall because I thought I remembered seeing something back here. And this one has me a little bit perplexed. It certainly, there it is over there. It certainly looks like the homing launcher, and I thought it was the homing launcher. But then I went outside and checked my weapon wheel and didn't see anything new. And I still had the full 10 rounds in my homing launcher. So I haven't quite figured out. I'm assuming that's a homing launcher, but I can't, it doesn't look exactly like it. I don't know for sure. I don't know what it is. So sorry, it's first day of the DLC and I'm just a little behind the 8 ball here and haven't figured it out yet. But every time I walk over it, I pick it up and I get more ammo, so I don't know. But I will eventually figure it out, and maybe I'll leave something in the comments when I do. So for now, I'm just going to keep walking around the catwalk here just to see if there's anything else. And mostly all you see up here are just some pipes and some what appear to be some kind of motors. Now you can see as I'm walking by, it looks like there's a lift. You'll get a better look at it here in a minute. And I couldn't figure out how to access it. You'll see me trying to in a couple of different places. But for the moment I'm just sort of checking around one last time and seeing if there's anything else. Yeah, there's what appears to be some kind of lift there. I'm just walking around one more time to see what else I can find. You do have these little crosswalks that go across the hangar. But there's not much else up here. I don't know, I don't think that'll change when you start getting merchandise. I'm assuming it's all going to be down there where the racks are. Don't really know, haven't done much of that play yet. There's that lift I was trying to get to, but you can't get there from here. You can't jump over. Couldn't see any way to get there. So I'm just going to keep walking around and look for something, see if I can figure out how to get there, see if it works. I'm going to go down another level and try again. So there it is again. There's a walkway, but I can't jump over this. It won't let me. I didn't try to jump here. Hopefully it wouldn't let you, because that would not be, I would imagine that'd be a little painful. So I'm going to go all the way back down to the main level. And when you come around here, down at the bottom, this was that first little storage room that we walked into, right next to the workshop. There it is. And to the right there is a ladder. So I thought this might get me up to that lift. And it does get me up to a lift of sorts, not the same big one over there in the middle, but unfortunately nothing is operational here. You can walk over here, but you can't get up inside that little cage there, and you can't turn on anything or operate anything, so apparently it's all just for looks. I tried it from both sides, but no luck. So anyway, this was just a basic tour of the aircraft hangar to give you an idea of what's in here. And you know, if you find anything that I missed, please do let me know in the comments. And I really do appreciate you watching, and as always, a like for the video and a subscription to my channel are greatly appreciated. Hope you're having a great time with Smuggler's Run, and see you in Los Santos.